Okay, good day everybody. Mike here. Time to show you a mold that I have. I don't think I've showed you this one before. You might have seen it on the bench, but this one is one of the ones I was using during my first casting session earlier last month. And it's marked 225-55 FN. 223 mold. However, when I bought this mold, I bought two molds at the same time. I bought an RCBS 2 cavity 55 grain flat nose mold, which I made these out of. Sorry, I'm not sure if I can get that in the frame or not. Anyway, and then these ones of course came out of the brass mold. Now, you might ask, why did I buy two 55 grain molds at the same time? Well, I'll be honest, you take what you can get when it comes to molds at certain times. And this was right at the peak of the brass mold frenzy that we had for about 2 weeks or 3 weeks. Earlier in the summer. So when this mold was offered up to me, I had really no choice but to buy it, because I was able to get it for a price that you know, was completely fair. Now, a couple things I have learned about these molds for sure. Brass, yeah, it's heavy, and I'll be honest, at first I was kind of disappointed that it wasn't a 4 cavity mold, but now I think I'm going to be looking for 3 cavity molds more often. They're more than adequate for me. And the 2 cavity iron mold from RCBS is, you know, it's a super nice mold as well, but this is about this one. Now, here's the interesting thing. The gunsmith told me that this mold was in the wrong box when he bought it. So, and it was supposed to be a copy of the RCBS mold. But after I measured it, it matches up to the 61 grain mold that NOE makes. And as you can see, okay, this is the RCBS bullet, 617, and the NOE bullet, 645. So, and when I measure the weights on them, just get this warmed up. Okay, the RCBS bullet, supposed to be 55 grain, it turns out to be about 56.5, and with 3 of them, 169 for 3. And the NOE bullet, marked 55 grain, is actually 60.3, and 3 of them, 180.9. So just shy of the 61 grain that the mold actually is producing. And that's great for me, because now I have 2 different bullets to shoot instead of what I thought was originally just going to be 1 bullet out of 2 different molds. So check your custom molds as soon as you get a chance to make sure they're dropping what you expect, and that they're not, you know, I'm sure it's not common that they're mismarked, but this one is an example of one that was. And final note on brass molds, and you know, NOE in particular, because that's of course what I have experience with. Can't beat them. They're beautiful molds to use. This was my first casting session. The bullets didn't turn out great, but that's inconsequential to the whole thing. I mean, I have to learn how to use the equipment first and handle it, and lead flow rates and mold height and all that stuff. So I'm very, very happy with this NOE type mold. I would highly recommend them. So that's it for now. Everybody have a great day. Mike out.